for shortcuts, but not ones that shortchange your health. One of the biggest shortcuts people take, brushing their teeth. We asked viewers to secretly tape loved ones that they thought were taking too many shortcuts brushing their teeth. And some of them got caught in the act.
Dr. Oz, when my boyfriend brushes his teeth, he completely skips the toothpaste.
I'm trying to teach my son how to brush his teeth properly, but the minute I look away, he eats the toothpaste, brushes for 5 seconds, and tells me he's finished. I did it, Mama.
Sometimes when my wife is rushing in the morning, she'll just swig some mouthwash instead of brushing her teeth.
Well, today I'm giving you my solution for perfect brushing every time. Here on behalf of our partner Oral-B is registered dental hygienist Kareen Wilson and dentist Jonathan Levine. He happens to be my dentist as well. Thanks for both being here. Jonathan, you argue that we have been brushing our teeth, many of us anyway, wrong our whole life. Why is that?
Well, it's all about technique. And most people think you have to brush really hard for it to be effective. And it's really about how well you brush. In fact, if you're brushing really hard, you can cause a lot of damage. Most people think you can kind of go through it real quick, and on average, people brush for about 45 seconds. You're supposed to buy ADA specifications really for 2 minutes. You know, it's all about this technique and how well we are brushing. In fact, with manual brushing, we're still leaving 50% of the plaque behind.
50%?
That's right.
And Kareen, you're a dental hygienist. You deal with this all the time. You know better than anyone else that folks aren't brushing right. What kinds of mistakes are we making?
Well, I've been a hygienist for 16 years, and I've seen so many patients that come into my office, and they think they're doing a great job with their brushing, when really they aren't. There are 2 telltale signs that someone could be a little bit more effective with their brushing. The first one is that they're leaving plaque on the surface of their teeth. The other sign is that they have bleeding gums. Healthy gums do not bleed. In fact, 80% of Americans have some sort of gum disease, and they don't even know they have it.
80% of us do?
80%.
That's a lot of folks. I thought we were doing better than that.
Yeah.
Right, my odds-approved shortcut for better oral health is to use a power toothbrush. It takes the guesswork out of brushing your teeth the right way. So I'm going to show you all why I feel so passionately about this. Come on over. This is why power brushing is so much more effective than regular brushing. This is what I do, by the way. This is one of the reasons that it makes a difference to me. So Jonathan gets to be the regular toothbrush. I get to be the power toothbrush. This is what your mouth looks like. The red areas are your gums. So if the floor polish right here represents that, you know, that stuff you want to get off, let's look at what happens when you take a regular old-fashioned manual toothbrush to it. Go ahead, Dr. Levine. So it makes a little bit of a difference. You notice it slowly gets it off, but it's not nearly what you want. Now, move aside.
Yes.
Move aside, my friend. This is what happens when you use a power toothbrush. You are much more impactful in getting away all of this stuff. And you'll notice you're quickly starting to see, and again, it takes 2 minutes. It doesn't happen immediately. When you use it correctly, it allows you to get places normally you wouldn't get. And before you know it, can you start to see the teeth, guys? I've done my 2 minutes of brushing, and I've gotten a wonderful result. And I think this is the difference that we're looking for.
Exactly.
All right. So, Kareen, come over, if you don't mind. One of the big issues that I had to learn about, and I think you can share with everybody else, is how a power toothbrush teaches you to brush your teeth the right way.
Well, yes. So just to review, a lot of people aren't getting the plaque off their teeth. They're either brushing too hard or they're not brushing long enough. Well, with the Oral-B brush, it takes the guessing out of it. It does everything for you. The round, oscillating, pulsating brush is the most effective in removing plaque. In fact, this brush is moving at more than 48,000 movements per minute. You can't get that with a manual brush, as we just saw.
Jonathan, poor effort.
The other thing that we see here is that also, if you are brushing too hard, the light lights up on the back of the brush to let you know that you're pushing too hard.
You see all that red light there?
Yep. And also, it lets you know what's going on also on the smart board, so that lets you know that if you're brushing too hard on there. And remember how Dr. Levine was saying that people only brush for 45 seconds? Well, this brush has a built-in timer. Starts when you turn it on. It lets you go for the 2 minutes that you're supposed to be brushing. And it even tells you to move on to each quadrant in your mouth every 30 seconds.
And you don't really have to brush hard, right? I mean, from the clinical studies, 9 out of 10 people now are decreasing their aggressive brushing because of this Oral-B Professional 5000.
So I'm convinced that it makes a difference to use a power brush, but I've got some images to make sure you're all clear on this. Things are going to blow you away. These were taken with a special technology that illuminates plaque on your teeth. This image on the left was taken in the morning, right after you get up in the morning. This person brushed with a manual toothbrush. Now look what happens. See, most of that plaque is left behind. On the right, that image was taken after getting up in the morning with a power toothbrush. The plaque almost fully removed. It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah. Much better.
So here, who wants one? Who wants a toothbrush? Who wants a power toothbrush? All right. The good news is that all be sending home everyone in our studio audience with a power brush with a smart guide and a $50 gift card from our partner Walgreens to help kickstart your new oral health regime. And for those of you at home, this is important. For all those of you watching at home, go to DrOz.com tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Be one of the first 1,000 people eligible to get an Oral-B power toothbrush. That's all for you at home. It's easy to do. Just show up tomorrow at 3 p.m. Thanks to our partner Oral-B, Dr. Levine, for taking care of my teeth and being here today. And Kareen, I appreciate it. We'll be right back, everybody.
Thank you.